Alright folks, buckle up as we embark on the Odyssey of the Seas, one of the world's largest cruise ships. This thing is basically a floating city with enough space to house your extended family, a few neighborhoods, and probably a football field, if we're being entirely honest. We're talking over 16 decks of pure, over-the-top extravagance. So get ready because we're about to dive headfirst, figuratively, into this behemoth. Join us today as we do just a little exploring. Boring. First stop, your home away from home, the balcony room. Now this is where you're going to retreat after a day of overeating and sunbathing to, pretend that you're going to sleep early, but then actually binge watch whatever's on the television. And let's talk about the balcony, shall we? They're perfect for pretending that you're filming an Oscar-worthy drama as you sip a drink and stare thoughtfully into the horizon. Plus, they give you a great excuse to ignore the other thousands of people on board. Now let's head up to the pool deck where the Odyssey really shows off. You've got multiple pools, an adult-only solarium where kids are banned, finally, some peace, and even a family-friendly splash zone if you're into that sort of chaos. And when you need a break from the sun, you can grab one of the swanky cabanas. Nothing says, "I've made it." Like lounging in a private cabana while your dedicated concierge caters to your every whim. Spoiler alert, you're going to want to Instagram that. But what about the adrenaline junkies? Well, don't worry, Odyssey's got you covered. You could rock climb, you could surf on a wave simulator, or step into the Seaplex where you could pretend that you're an athlete while dodging bumper cars. This area also doubles as an indoor sports court, and everything from basketball to trapeze classes are included. Basically, it's like your childhood dreams smashed together with an adult's love for air conditioning. And if you're after the ultimate view, look no further than the North Star. This giant observation pod lifts you more than 300 feet above sea level, offering a 360-degree view of the ocean and everything beyond. It's like a Ferris wheel, but way fancier and more Instagram-worthy. Now, if you think the Odyssey of the Seas is just all about lounging by the pool or stuffing your face or pretending that you're in a Broadway show, well, I mean, you're technically not wrong. But wait, there's still more. Let's head up to the upper decks now, where things get even more absurdly awesome. First, we've got the Flow Rider. It's a surfing simulator, and it's perfect if you've ever wanted to feel the ocean rise up in the morning and punch you in the face while 50 strangers watch. It's kind of like surfing without the actual fear of sharks. And right next to that, well, we have the Ripcord by iFly. This is where you can simulate skydiving without actually, jumping out of a plane. Nothing says relaxing vacation like being blasted in the face by 100-mile-per-hour winds in a vertical wind tunnel. Straight talk, it is very thrilling, but you will probably need to redo your hair afterwards. And for those of you who would rather just soak up the sun without the risk of public humiliation, well, you could park yourself at one of the many upper deck lounges, for when you need to relax, even though it's just the exhausting job of having drinks delivered to you by the poolside staff that has got you a little exhausted. Honestly, the struggle is real. But enough about sunburn and wipeouts. Let's talk shopping. You can't leave a cruise without dropping some cash on stuff. Or at least they want you to keep that in mind. On Odyssey of the Seas, you've got the Royal Shops. High-end jewelry, watches, designer bags, because nothing quite says, "I just got back from a cruise," like a $5,000 watch, right? Oh, and duty-free liquor and perfumes, so that you can smell fabulous and drink your way through the rest of your cruise. Pro tip, probably don't mix those two. Feeling a mite bit peckish after all the impulse buying? Well, the Odyssey's got you covered with more grab-and-go options than you can handle. Let's kick it off with El Loco Fresh, where you can dive into tacos and nachos. It's basically a build-your-own regret station where the only thing spicier than the salsa is the knowledge that you've got a food coma coming your way. But seriously, grab a burrito, find a deck chair, and consider your day complete. Hey, if you're into watching grown adults walk around a giant floating buffet and call it work, well, go ahead and smash that like button. And if you're not subscribed yet, well, what are you waiting for? This ship is not getting any smaller. Join the crew, you know you want to. And now back to your regularly scheduled cruise. After all that thrill-seeking, I'm sure you're probably starving. Let's start with the Salarium Beastro, where Mediterranean-inspired dishes will make you feel like you're eating something healthy. Spoiler alert, though, the desserts ruin that illusion very quickly. This spot has a classy, spa-like vibe, like you're too fancy to eat anywhere else. Try the salads and the grilled meats, but let's be real, you're coming back for the desserts. Every single time. Oh, and by the way, even though the Salarium Beastro is located in the adults-only solarium, the kiddos are welcome too. Or maybe you're in the mood for something a little less refined. Enter Playmakers. This sports bar has everything you need to channel your inner frat bro. Beers, burgers, wings the size of your face, and just enough TVs to make you forget that you're on a cruise ship and not your local dive. Just pretend you know what game is on, cheer at random, and dive into those onion rings. Of course, we can't forget the Windjammer. That's the all-you-can-eat buffet where good intentions go to die. You'll come in here with dreams of a light salad, only to leave with a plate that looks like it was put together by a mad scientist. They've got everything. International cuisines, carb-heavy comfort food, and desserts that you'll definitely regret later. Just think of it as culinary cardio. I mean, you're burning calories by walking back and forth, right? Need a break from the chaos? Well, head over to Cafe 270 for some grab-and-go goodness. That'd be sandwiches, salads, and most importantly, coffee. Like the kind of coffee that's included with your fare. You don't have to pay anything extra for this coffee, which makes it good coffee. And of course, we have one of my personal favorites, Sorrento's. It's the holy grail of late-night cruise food, although you can really have it almost any time of day. Picture it, it's 3 a.m., you've probably lost a little too much at the casino or danced away your dignity at the nightclub, and all you want is pizza. And here it is, hot, cheesy, ready to make you feel whole again. Doesn't matter how full you are, you will eat this pizza, and you will love it. And hey, speaking of dignity, let's check out where you're going to lose some more of it. The ship's entertainment. You've got the 270 Theater. This is where they blend robotic screens and live performers into a show that will either blow your mind or confuse the heck out of you. Sometimes. There's also the music hall for live bands and dancing, or if you're into more highbrow entertainment, you can hit the Royal Theater for Broadway-style performances that make you forget that you're floating in the middle of the ocean. And, don't feel guilty about the ice cream or your 5th trip back to Sorrento's for pizza. The ship has an impressive jogging track, because nothing says I'm pretending to work off the buffet like a slow lap while holding an ice cream cone from Sprinkles. Now, whether you're a fitness junkie or just trying to avoid looking at the gym, this track has got your back and your excuses. Once the shows wrap up, the Odyssey of the Seas keeps the party going. Whether you're hitting the Casino Royale for some blackjack or living your best life at the ship's dance clubs, it's pretty safe to say that sleep is optional on this ship. But hey, who needs sleep anyways when there's another drink, another game, another slice of Sorrento's pizza waiting for you? So to recap, the Odyssey of the Seas has basically everything that you never thought you needed on a ship. From luxury shopping to surfing to eating enough tacos to sink the ship itself. And as we wrap up this epic tour of indulgence, you can start planning your next food stop, thrill-seeking moment, or maybe just a quiet escape to your balcony, where you could watch the ocean roll by and reflect on the fact that you probably need a vacation after this vacation. And join us again next time as we do just a little more exploring.